Does it show that? Can I see it? Can you show it?
Wait there, Claire. You got to see it through a mobile.
Oh, is it?
Claire. Yeah, no one's been in there. No one's been in there tonight.
That's great. Keep that recording because obviously they're saying that they've got footage of people going through there.
So we caught 2 kids entering that premises yesterday, and we spoke to them yesterday, and they were getting in via there. And you see the fresh stuff, and we caught them on there. Claire rang us up, and I caught them
Kids
with
as in kids.
12 to 14, and they didn't come out with any bags.
Yeah.
So they were just bored. They admitted to me they were, but this is yesterday.
Yeah, whereas kids, it's a different sort of matter, isn't it?
What's the score you guys? That was boarded up, wasn't it?
It was, but they've taken the barrier away.
Why are they taking the barrier away?
This is the problem. It's been a mess before you.
I thought council. I was there. That happened. So
they
said they were going to come back and fence it up.
They're waiting for someone.
They were back.
Some of our people have gone through that age.
You're the only one we can sort of speak to.
Trying to be as independent
That's
as
why I
possible.
said
Independent, but professional.
Yeah.
Councillors still waiting for funding for the fence.
Is that what they're waiting for? Probably. That's what they said. They said they put the signs up, then they had to get a bit of extra authorisation. They were going to come back and put.
I was in that courtroom on Thursday. There were 60 people. There's a woman, Helen Thomas, had put herself across there.
Yeah.
But the offence is allegedly that she's blocking an access. Well, that's not an access.
No, that's exactly what it's not.
So it should have been the case should have been thrown out. Now it's going to be adjourned to 20th.
Well, we've been on
anyway.
anyways. There have been people gone over the hedge of the back, okay?
Nobody would go through.
But we don't.
Nobody, that's not possible.
No, it is. I've seen the footage. They have. However, that was when that explosion thing happened.
That's
Tonight?
months ago.
Yeah. And no, it's tonight.
Yeah.
I've seen the video.
Have you seen the video then?
Yeah.
Who
And
is
they
it?
have been over.
Who is it?
No, it's adults. It's a lad all in black cap, van shoes, and the footage it shows him inside the grounds. However, there was this fire thing that happened, and they're saying they climbed over to put the fire out. So they've given an account for it.
Okay.
But what I'll say is, if you can just remind people, there's cameras up everywhere.
Yeah,
there.
I
was
know.
up there
I know.
for
I
weeks.
told them. I said to the
Last 3
kids.
weeks I
I
was
said it's so
there
hot this
on that
property.
Delta one.
You going on
Delta
here,
one.
right? The police will come
We were
down on
stopping
you.
people doing
I said,
that.
why didn't you go across another abandoned building? He said, but this one's not abandoned. It's 12 or 14. I
The thing
thought.
The
is,
fence is there, but then something's happened earlier. It was an explosion. I thought it was.
Yeah, I seen it. I seen it.
So that was a can of, looks like a can of paint or something, which has been thrown over.
That was a firework.
Inside.
Oh, I seen it was definitely a
No,
firework.
it's a can of paint. Yeah, we've seen the can.
no, that can's been there for weeks.
No, you see our footage. It's another one now.
Right. Okay.
Another one today is exactly the same, basically.
Oh, there's a false flag. It's stamped in
Okay.
it.
Could I have a chat with you about the SIA badges? Sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to get some space. We can have a chat about those badges. Cheers. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you phoned it in, it was already logged, so they have looked into it. They've tagged it for our licensing department because it's an SIA, which is the same as it was a pub.
Yeah.
So our licensing department will look at it, and what they suggested as well is a representative from you lot does phone the SIA because they should have a reporting system. Apparently.
They have got a reporting system, but
So it's worth doing that as
the
well.
crime is being committed in front of your eyes.
Yeah, and well, that's why the
front of your
licensing
eyes.
department, our licensing department, will review it. That's what they specialise in. We're not going to be arresting them for that.
It's an arrestable.
It's a arrestable offence, but it's not proportionate for us at the moment to arrest them for that.
Okay, so but you understand now that they can't
understand.
they can't go front face now, and
Yeah,
so
we-
until they're showing up the right
I
badges.
discussed this with our inspector. He's saying he's spoken to whatever companies that provides those security. I can't remember.
Sketchy as fuck security for them, whoever they
I
are.
don't know if it's clear, but I've got a different one. It must be different to the first one.
Tag.
I don't know, but he's spoken to them, or one of our officers has.
Yeah.
They're adamant, the security companies, they're adamant that what they're doing is not breaching the law.
Oh, well, I'd love to know what that security company is,
and
because
that's why-
I'll take that straight to the SIA.
That's
It's,
what I
it's
mean.
on their website.
It's probably worth, you'll probably get, in all honesty, you'll probably get more from the SIA investigating
But
it.
yeah, but how would they know who to investigate? You know what I mean? Because no one's showing any badges, so we got no names, we got nothing.
I thought someone said they got the names.
But we got Doc's names.
But officially,
It's not something I do, but people watch our streams, and because they're so offended, some people really. It took like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah, our licensing department has had the tag. They're a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday department, so they won't see it until tomorrow anyway, or Monday night, whatever it is. But
Yeah, you know what's going to happen though, don't you? Because I think at some point they're going to start coming down to the front door. They're going to assist in what they need to be assisting in, and they're basically just blokes in black clothes.
No, and I do agree with that. Because there's no way of telling them apart from anyone else.
And if, for example, just like yourself, if something happens, then who? Yeah, and especially them, because at least you have got your police and all on that. When they're just blokes in.
Yeah, no, I do completely agree with what you're saying. I think personally it would help if they had identifying features on it. If they're going to be engaging with people, well, my opinion is they should have.
Yeah.
However, I don't know the ins and outs of that area of law.
Okay, but you've looked at the legislation now.
I've had a look at that thing you sent me, and it does to me look like they should, which is why I spoke to the chief inspector actually, who's in charge tonight, and he said because it was been phoned in, that it's already been tagged for a licensed department. He or somebody has spoken to the company.
Yeah.
And they're adamant that what they are doing is within the remit
It's
of law.
completely not, because as you know, if you cross-reference to the SIA, it's must unless you're a covert.
Yeah, I think it's more to do with...
But it's not. It's that they don't say that in their policy.
No.
And high risk. It's not even high risk. There's been no violence here.
I think what they were trying to say is something to do with the licensed premises and private premises aspect of what the hotel is.
Okay. So that's that's publicly accessible when a hotel. The court judgment has actually posted it as a hotel, which still makes it publicly accessible. There's nothing that says private property on the gates, and they're not supposed to block their own gates anyway. So technically,
I think that's where the confusion is with them and their company.
Yeah, but you said private and public.
Yeah.
Right? They're facing the public. The security are actually facing the public.
Yeah.
So because they're facing the public, and they're front-facing, as you know, front-facing. I mean, you go to a boxing match now, you see all the badges. You know why? Because they're all legit. It's all done. You see it, especially front staff.
No, I agree.
Front door.
Agree. I think it's just the slightly grey area of what is public and private, but it has been logged.
But what do you mean? What are they saying? That's private?
I think that's what they're saying.
But it's not private. Because there's nothing that says it's private, right? If you go on,
this house is private.
Well, that's why you can enter it. I can enter that house.
You would be trespassing then, though. It'd be a civil issue.
Yeah, it'd be a civil issue.
Yeah.
But in their circumstances, we're not entering the premises. They're facing, they're front facing.
I'm not going to say I agree, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Because I know that if they wear their things, then we've got to think about something else. Our job is to make their job as hard as... I don't want to make your job as hard as so much.
No, I know.
Our job is to make they go about business, make it as hard as we can, lawfully.
Yeah.
And I find,
You've got every right to be here. You've got every right to protest. There's nothing...
And to do with this SIA, this is our current battle.
Yeah.
Right? They haven't shown their face since we had that thing, because obviously none of them have got their SIA cards, and if they have, they're not willing to show them.
I'd be surprised if the company was going to risk sending them here without SIA badges.
Have you seen his SIA badges?
No, I haven't. But I would be surprised if that was my company.
But why not?
Make sure,
but why not?
Well, we don't have a power to request at the moment.
You do. Do you mean to get the legislation up?
Go on, give me the legislation. I'll have a look.
Okay. Well, the only people that can have their licences shown, produced, is to police officers. But they must. It must be. Members of the public cannot.
No.
Request to look at it.
Request it,
but no, you can order it, and it must be on display for everyone else. So if we took a photo of that, that would be fine because it was on display.
Yeah.
But you can actually look at it physically.
I've done it many times with pubs and restaurants. That's something I'm familiar with and comfortable with. The issue I got here is this whole private aspect, which I'm not.
Talk to me about the private, because I'm trying to understand what you mean.
That is private property. That hotel is.
No.
It is private. It's privately owned. It's private.
It's
property.
privately owned, open to the public, publicly accessible.
Yeah, but it is still private property.
Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act would say, now if I went to bookingline.com now, right, and I booked in a year's time, it would say it's available, right? It's a hotel, okay? The court judgment, second line down, says hotel. And the reason why I know this is because it doesn't say private property on the front doors, because guess what? It's a hotel.
Yeah,
okay?
I agree, but it is.
They can ask us to leave.
It's the same, if there was a drink driving out in that car park.
Yeah, that's private property.
This is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be committing an offence in private property.
Right. It's private property because it doesn't cover the Road Traffic Act, but it's accessible to the public because it's a hotel.
That's when it becomes not necessarily private property, but
it's publicly accessible.
Open to the public through payment.
Publicly accessible, but it's not part of the Road Traffic Act. It's not part of 163, 164, 165.
See, Tesco's car park is.
Is it?
Yeah. If you're drink driving in there, it's accessible to the public by payment or otherwise.
Well, that would work here then.
Not at the moment. It's not. Well, you can't get in there, can you? You can't get in there.
Well, there's no barrier. We can walk straight in there.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what the court judgment says? It must be free at one end to the next.
Yeah.
So the barrier they put up, they shouldn't have put up because it says
it's now gone.
Well, it's not gone. It's still there, but it's sort of open, and it's all left like us. It's all left on the floor messy because they don't want to come out unless they got the SIA badges.
Yeah.
Just put the SIA badges in it. It's game over for us. We've got to think of something else.
I have suggested that.
They should just get on with it and it's done then.
And like I said, I'm not trying to be awkward with you at all.
I know you're
because
not.
You've been tidy with me from the start, and I'd rather keep it that way to be honest with you. But it just is. It's not black and white for us, which is why we've tagged it full of license.
I believe it is. I do believe it is.
You believe it is?
I've done a lot of reading today that I didn't need to do.
You probably know more about it than me because we have to know a lot about a lot of things. Where
Can you say it again and can I have
or a
it
little
right
bit
there,
of
please,
something
sir?
like that. But you know what I mean? I'm not going to stand here and pretend I know everything about it.
No, I know.
I don't.
I didn't until, but back in my brain, I knew it was a criminal matter if they didn't wear it because of these safety issues with vulnerable
and that's
people.
why we have a licensing department because they do specialise in this.
Yeah.
And they will look at it because it's been tagged for them. So
but it needs to be tagged by sort of, you know, like if stuff's going to happen here Monday morning, right? Then I would suggest you need to get this sorted out before Monday morning.
Yeah, true. I don't know if anything is happening Monday morning. You've probably heard more.
I know, but they sent 2 officers up yesterday and they said, "But just come to inform you, nothing's happening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday." And I said, "Well, I'm definitely not going home now." And he said, "Well, we've just come here. We've been told to come up." And I thought, that sounds even worse. That's not even convincing.
I know that's happening tonight certainly not until 2 o'clock because that's when we're on to.
Okay.
And we'd have been told if something major was happening.
I don't, you know. But
I do get where you're coming from, and like I said, it has been tagged for our licensing department, and they will look into it. As far as this camera's concerned, that's great because they're making allegations that people are going through that hole in the hedge. They obviously don't know about this camera.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. They obviously don't.
They
know
were
about the camera.
looking and stuff, but because they were by the trees, and we were thinking they were having a takeaway delivered.
Yeah.
So no one's going in there.
But that's what I'm saying.
Could I have your name so I can
Alex.
refer? Alex, excellent. And you're the sergeant, aren't you? One of the sergeants.
So until 2 o'clock tonight, and then there'll be someone else.
Yeah, I understand. But thank you, Alex.
No, what's your first name?
Just call me Welshie, yeah?
Welshie. Well, she's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure you know it.
I know Welshie, but I know your name.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, honestly, Alex, yeah?
Alex.
Brilliant.
But
like, I mean, the point is now, you've really got to make sure that this is sorted by like Monday lunchtime. And the reasons why, because they're going to make some action soon, and if they're just going to walk around black clothes.
No, I do agree that it would make sense for anyone acting in that capacity to have some sort of identification as a security officer.
It's a spicy location at the moment.
Yeah, no,
so they need to be spot on. Everyone needs to be spot on because.
I agree with that.
And I push the barriers with certain things, but you're playing roulette all the time.